G'day everyone, Wesley here from Trusted Trades, actually bringing the best. I'm actually calling this Brisbane's best. Brisbane's best.
Good to be
where
part of it.
I take the time to actually interview people who I believe are doing an amazing job in the trade industry within Brisbane. Just a quick history, I've been actually been within my trade since I was 15 years old, working with my dad. I don't know if you knew that, when we were at Marist. And started full-time when I was 18. I'm now 37, so nearly 20 years full-time. But I've seen a lot of businesses come and go, particularly in all walks of life. And I've come across a lot of great businesses. And I guess content is king, and I've always wanted to actually interview people that are fucking good at what they do. So he falls into this category. The gentleman that I'm interviewing today is...
in that category.
Is the awesome Luke Wilkes. And I've actually known Luke Wilkes, would you believe, since I was in year 8. You would have been in year 10.
10, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
He was he doesn't know this actually. I've told Benny Lestrange this, but he was actually someone I really looked up to you because of the rugby, mate.
Yep.
Yeah, you were in the forwards there.
Yep.
I used to...
I probably used to look up to Benny as well.
Yeah, correct. So Luke here played in the first 15, and I remember the year 96, you actually lost one game to St. Peter's. Do you remember that? Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah, mate, that was one of my favourite years actually, the 96 year.
Disheartening, mate. So.
Yeah, anyway, we were undefeated in 98, but we won't go there.
Mate. I saw that.
But Luke, though, himself has actually been a plumber since he finished school. So I wanted to get Luke on here because I've been Luke's been doing my personal stuff for a couple of years now, but I just love his ethos, I love his customer service, and why not interview the best? So ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for Luke Wilkes.
Thank you all, thank you. Great to be here.
Mate, now I've got some questions, so it'll give us a guide.
Yep.
I guess, mate, easy one. Like, how did you get started? How did you get started in plumbing?
Mate, I pretty much knew when I was young age, really. Yeah. Like at school at Marist in grade 10, really. We got
did you do that vocation? Yeah,
I did. So but even before then in grade 10, I think you do like work placements, so you've got to get a feel. But I pretty much knew I wanted to be outdoors. Yeah. Electrician or plumber. Gave plumbing a go first and just fell in love with it basically. Yeah. So pretty much in grade 10 and grade 11 and grade 12 I just followed up with work experience at the same placement. And
did that mean like when you got out, like were you sort of 6 months, 12 months ahead of your apprenticeship? Like how did that work? Or?
In a way it took a little bit of time off, but only off your college blocks.
Yeah.
These days it's pretty much the same as well.
Yeah.
Removes a component out of your blocks for our apprentices, but back then mate it was more so just a gateway or an introduction to get into the trade.
Do they still do it? Do they?
Like, I know Ashgrove doing a lot of schools do. When we're selecting our apprentices, mate, it's almost it's a requirement. So.
And mate, I know that you said you sort of fell into it, but was there anything that attracted you to the trade once you were in there? Like, what did you enjoy in those early years?
Just being outside, getting physical, mate. You know, hitting things, digging. The digging part of the component wasn't really there. Mate, it was. Mate, I grew up out at Sanford, you know, on acreage. So I was used to being outdoors and not being contained to inside. Like, it's probably why. You know, my marks at school were good, but, you know, just being in a classroom, you know, I was always misbehaving that little bit.
Mate, besides the word shit, was there any other initial thoughts of the trade where you're like,
oh mate, look, at the start, that word shit was just kind of like, you grab on you. Yeah, you get, pardon it, or you get used to it. It just grows on you after a while. You know, it's just like crawling underneath looking for pests, you know, it's just it's a small component of the job, but you know it's something that we do.
Well, did you actually enjoy, and you know, I guess not being at school, that you got to be out of school? Was that something that?
Mate, just learning something new was big as well because we were at the Tate accredited at school. It was very focused on the construction industry, but they allowed you to obviously go and these work placements and obviously focus in that area. And I just knew that that's why I followed up. I didn't really try any other trade. I just really fell in love with it and then just stayed within that placement. So.
Mate, I think it's one of the failures with pest control actually. There's just no vocational studies in school at all. Like you can't do, but plumbing is Sparky, Chippy, like you guys just seem to have it right. Mate, how long was the apprenticeship? Thank you, I agree.
Mate, 4 years. So, so 4 years pretty much starts from, there is a vocational, provisional section at the end as such where you basically get out there before you get your full license. But 4 years, 6 months of TAFE as
Yeah.
well, where you go on.
So is that 6 months in the year, or is it
6
over
months
4 years?
overall?
Oh wow,
basically.
okay.
So
I
6
thought
blocks.
it'd be a bit more than that.
Yeah.
Mate, do you, obviously towards the end of it, you were probably thinking, right, I've got all of this, but were you continually learning, or are you continually learning today?
On a different level today, as
Yep.
such, like even more on a business aspect today.
Yep.
But in terms of the plumbing side of things, they're always evolving as well.
Yeah, yeah.
New regulations continually coming in. That's why we're members of the Master Plumbers here, just to keep us up to date with
official,
all our regulations
keeping it legal.
and all the rights. We just have to be these days, and got to be above board with everything. But yeah, look, the industry's evolving, continually changing.
Why? Because you're sort of going
Technologies
away
as well.
from copper to poly now, isn't it? Is that?
Copper, poly, PVC, all electrofusion welding of
Yeah.
pipes and all the rest. So it's forever evolving, and therefore you have to keep up to speed with that.
Do
Otherwise,
you guys? You'd have to have a QBCC license.
yeah, I've got like 3 of them. So
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
occupational, subcontractor, and supervisors. It's if they could give me another one, they'd give me another one.
Maybe I need to
Take
check
it
up.
easy on us.
Yeah, maybe I should check up. I know I definitely Trust definitely has its QBCC, but maybe I need more. And I guess obviously you learnt your trade, but back in those days, like what were some of the other big lessons that you got out of it? It didn't have to be trade wise, but what skills did you learn out of it?
Responsibility, like personal responsibility. Coming from school and then moving into a position of where you've got to get yourself to work.
Yeah.
You've got to make sure your uniforms are ready, but at the same time, your boss giving you responsibilities on site as well, and just being consistent in that role as well. So that was a big eye opener, or just something, not a burden or anything, but just something you have to basically back up for yourself each day. Yeah. Something you didn't.
Yeah, well, I guess with school it's kind of there for you too, what I mean? But then once you get out, you're like, well, you definitely got to turn up.
You always want results, and you want to always impress your boss as such. And, by doing that is pretty much consistency. Yeah.
Mate, when did LPW? When did you go out by yourself?
Mate, 10 years.
Is it 10 years?
Yeah,
brother.
Yeah, mate, pretty happy. So it's a decade on, we're still here. And still moving on, mate. But mate, I was overseas for 4 years, came back. Subcontracted pretty much for a couple of years. Yeah. And then the company I was working with at the time wanted me to go down the coast. It was around the GFC. Okay, yeah. And just I couldn't do that. Yeah. So I pretty much started.
I wish you do now.
Mate. Oh, here we are. It's
beautiful Brisbane.
And it's mate, it's just been great to it was a bit of risk at the start. Yeah. But obviously I had fewer responsibilities back then as well. Like my family and such. So, but I had contacts with some builders, had some contacts with real estate. So it was it's definitely a slow build up. Yeah. Which we were fortunate enough to do. And
mate, that's impressive because 10 years, like the stats are within the first year, I think something like 60% of businesses fold within the first 5 yees. It's 80. Yeah. And then 10 is obviously, mate, you've scraped through. You're in the 5%. There, right? So, mate, well, Trusted's actually 18 years old. Oh wow! But we bought it 6 years ago, or 6.5. So we go by a calendar year. But yeah, mate, we're on our way. So he's been in business 10 years. 10 years. You can count on him, mate. Where are we? I guess obviously, what skills have you learnt out of your business, but perhaps that you use in everyday life?
Definitely responsibility, consistency, listening. Listening is a big one. Just listening to people, and patience as well. Yeah, listening and patience. I think you just gotta, you need to listen to people, and people listen to us as well. And like feedback, that's positive or negative. I just love that kind of feedback vibe and listening. Yeah, and obviously you can evolve from that. Yeah, and also just the patience. It's things come.
I agree, man. I agree.
Like you can jump into things like there might be a time and a purpose for that, but at the same time, maybe that's why we've been here for 10 years. We haven't rushed into things. Yeah,
and I think sometimes when you have that mentality of I need it now, you either make the wrong decision or you haven't been calculated. Yep. And even with business, with trucks and vehicles, I'm just like, hey man, take our time, or let's save up for it, let's do it that way. Yeah. But listening too, man, I think and I don't know if you can comment, but when I first started my trade, you think what the problem was. So you go there and you wouldn't listen, you
Yep.
know, and then all of a sudden you make a mistake and you got to go back. But
Yep.
yeah, listening to the clients.
And deep down you're like, you know, you heard that.
Mate, what's the vision for LPW
The
Plumbing
vision,
and Gas
mate,
Services?
the vision for us is just to keep moving in the same stride that we have as well. Where we want to be, well, the vision, yeah, mate, it's just to be just as kind of calculated as we're progressing at the moment, just not rushing into things.
Yeah.
Trying not to work out of our means as
Yeah.
such. We're finding at times when we have worked out of our means that we...
Yeah, as in sort of taking on too much work?
Yep.
Or, cool.
Yep,
Good.
and maybe something that's going to occupy too much of our time
Yep.
as well. Therefore, we know our customer service might drop in other areas, and that's kind of not where we want to be.
Yeah, and mate, I guess that flows into my next question. Like, what is your unique difference now? Do you think that makes LPW a standout?
Mate, we like to work through just honesty, reliability, and just definitely transparency. Like what you see is what you get with us. Yeah. Everything's detailed in our invoices, our quotes. Should clients want something from us, they, by all means, we'll open up and we'll show them. So, and we like with our staff as well. We just like to be that kind of that person. Twin tech electrical.
Switched it off. Twin tech. Oh, is that Josh? Is it?
Yeah,
That's the last guy that I interviewed. Oh, that's funny. Oh, classic.
Sorry.
No, all good. Yeah, unique difference. So yeah, transparency, invoicing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and just honesty as well, mate.
Yep.
Like we'll turn up. We just don't want to take people for rides. They're our clients, and we feel that it's our obligation to be honest with them.
And I guess, does that honesty or transparency come in when you sort of have a price that's there, and then all of a sudden you discover something, rather than sort of saying, oh, well, give them a bill at the end, it's been straight up.
Yeah, and just say, well, hey, look, this is a reason, we'll amend our quote or something for them, or we'll take it out of their quote because something's fine.
And you're a Simpro user, aren't you?
We are a Simpro user, and I know you might have your differences for us, but look, for myself and our business, it's A1, it's perfect, it's exactly what we need and use, but,
No, it's not that bad. I just their customer service needs to improve. So I'm hoping you're watching this, mate.
Amen. That's true.
Amen, mate. I guess it's something that you deemed a failure, but now has become a success. Is there any stories that you remember, like somewhere where you've fucked up, and then because of that, you've learnt from it, and it's now turned
just
into
having the blinkers on, basically.
Yeah.
Just
what do you find you're just learning every day?
Yeah, definitely learning every day. But mate, in those early days, I was just having my blinkers on. I was just thinking, just taking on too much, and areas were failing. In that regard, like small things go wrong on jobs, mate. They happen. But like as a broader scheme of things, it was probably blinkers on for too long and trying to take on too much. And my business couldn't grow. Probably more hair was falling out than it needed to, and it was.
Are you taking on that work because you're like, wow, like get money in the bank, It's new, it's exciting, But then all of a sudden you realise that there's only so many hours in a day.
Yeah, and you think all this work's coming in, you can take care of it, but at the same time there's nothing left for anything else really. You work on long hours on weekends, long days, and it's just you're burning yourself out. I found, and when the company really needed to grow. So in those early days, it was there were opportunities there that weren't.
So where are you now, brother? Like how many techs you got? Or
There's 6 of us. So we've got 2 apprentices, 4 tradesmen.
Yeah, cool.
And a full-time administrator, Kelly, that basically just monitors everything. Similar to you guys, you need that point of contact with her. And we like to put apprentices on, obviously. It's just where I came from. And we just find that once we train our apprentices, that we get a good product at the end.
And mate, do you find, are they hanging around too?
Yeah, they are as well. And they're turning out really well. Don't want to give them too much credit. No, but they're great, and they're all turning into great plumbers, and
But mate, you're a background of your upbringing, and what I've seen with you, with the way that you present yourself, and that absolute transparency, mate, it filters through. But that's what we want for people. Like, I know that when I was young, you're learning, but now one of the beauties of being where we are, like we can actually pass those skills on. So,
absolutely.
Which is awesome. Now, mate, where are we? Here we go. Now, the next 12 months, what's that looking like to 3 years? What would you like to see happen?
Well, I've got a 8-week-old baby at home, so mate, it's that home side kind of sorted.
Yeah. Are you done? Is 2 enough?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's nice, man,
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
But with the company, mate, we're about to, definitely a little tie the knot.
Yeah.
Mate, we want to put another car on the road at the moment,
nice.
so obviously to free myself up a bit more.
Yep.
The workload's there.
Good.
Chance for us to expand, as the saying. There's always that little period, as you know.
Yeah.
But it's all there, and obviously it'll free me up a lot more to concentrate on a bit more management.
Yeah.
And get the flowing of the business going on that back end.
I think you're similar to me, though. And correct me if I'm wrong.
No,
being on the tools and being in the my brother's watching. See, there's even another guy that loves being on the tools.
He said that when I was up to snap the cars, mate. Yeah, he's like, mate, you're like Wes, but it's like the old, like when I was in the classroom, just being indoors, it just kind of, I can do it for a couple of days, obviously. But man, full time can't.
Mate, not that it's a bit grey now, but this morning I loved, man. Actually, my first job was at 6, which for a Monday morning wasn't great, but man, it was so beautiful being outside. And I was like, mate, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
No, it's exactly right. So, and not just like me, it's a good way for me to be, build those relationships with clients as well. Just, they like seeing you.
Yeah.
They like seeing me. They're like, you just good opportunity to get feedback as well.
And mate, no doubt there's a customer watching this film. Why would they use you compared to someone else?
Mate, like I was saying before, just the honesty and the reliability.
Yeah. Absolutely.
What you see is what you get with us, and like our staff are very like-minded. We're all very similar in a way. No one's sitting
who's the
high
young
and
buck
mighty.
again? Jacob.
Yeah.
Legend. Love that guy.
So he's come through all the ranks. He's been an apprentice since day one. So
awesome.
well, he's there you go. It's a testament of what we're doing there. So just good blokes. And what you get is what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
We're not going to try and be anyone different. We'll just be honest with you. Might not be the news you want to hear sometimes, as you know, but we'll make it as sweet and soft as possible. But
mate, one more question before we go to an ad break.
Yeah.
Mate, what do you love about Brizzy?
Mate, it's not to love about it.
I guess from business and personal wise.
Yeah. The business side of things, mate, I just love that it's really moving along. It's developing itself into a unique city at the moment, and there's a lot of work and there's a lot of fantastic opportunities. Whether it be a multi-dwelling complex or because of all these businesses or these properties coming, there's more maintenance. And that's an exciting prospect as well. Things need to be fixed. So that's great. I see, a great future with Brisbane. Yeah. And the personal side of things, mate, I've lived here since all my life. Yeah. It's
where's home? Where did you brought up? Because I know you're an Ashgrove boy.
Yes, grew up at Sanford originally.
Yeah.
Then
That's right.
Ashgrove, and then mate, we're at Gordon Park now. So it's
you stayed on that side of town, hasn't
you? Oh mate, never always stay on the north.
Mate, the thing I love about Brizzy, business-wise, is there is so much opportunity here.
Yep.
And I like, don't get me wrong, like I'm sure it goes in cycles, but I can just continually to see it grow. But then, mate, the weather. Man, you did the London thing and all of that. Like,
why I came back.
Yeah. Like, where do you get yes, it gets hot two months of the year, but honestly, the rest 10 months of the year, it's awesome.
Yeah.
You can actually go outside and have a barbecue.
Yeah. Winter, winter,
Yeah.
And it's just like winter time's fantastic. Just to work during the day, it's just no sweat.
Yeah.
Just kind of, I love it.
Yeah, especially at the moment.
Yeah, mate.
Now, ad break. Now, I'll start just so I can give Luke here a bit of a knowledge of what we're doing. Right, so on the weekend, I celebrated my 20th school reunion. Yes, 20 years. I know you thought I was only 10 years. But Marist College Ashgrove. There we are.
The blue and
we
gold.
were undefeated premiers in 98, unlike 96.
Nah.
But I guess the biggest joke is that I wasn't actually, I was the number one reserve. I was number 16.
Still, mate. It's in the squad.
Still played 4 games. Still ran on. But I actually was at Marist, mate. How's this? They celebrated on the weekend, which was against Laurie's, which is obviously a rival school of ours. But mate, they celebrated the first 15 versus Laurie's for the years 1948, 58, 68, and 78. And mate, there was one guy there in 1948 that played 5 years in the first. So when he was from year 8? Yeah, we would have been year 7. Year 7,
oh,
yeah,
mate.
year 7. So, but I was talking to someone, but remember school classes back then were only like, 20 or 30 people in a class. But anyway, well done to you. But that was really cool. So to Marist College Ashgrove, thank you. We went out to the game. We actually left at half time because they don't serve any booze at Ashgrove, which is really depressing when you really want to drink. But but then we went to the Porto. But mate, thank you to Marist, and it was a great. We had a great school. Mate, what have you brought for your ad break?
Mate, I celebrated my daughter's 3rd birthday yesterday, and it's all about keeping them happy. Picnic set. Yep. Versatile for smokers. This one's finished up in my car, so just might hold on to it for those, those
so is
emergencies
this backyard
We
emergencies?
have picnics,
we
have tea parties, we camp out in the backyard. It's all
suitable
pretty,
for all ages, or this
I think
one?
so, mate. Yeah, I just don't know. I think it's BPA free as well, so I don't know.
What's that mean?
It's just
some
I
like
don't
tiny
know, my
plastic
wife
or something.
always says, BPA free. Good plastic.
Right, now mate, we're on the tail run.
Here we go.
Trusty fire questions.
Oh yeah.
Mate, what's your favourite fitness class to attend?
Yeah, man, I like CrossFit for sure. Mate,
First rule about CrossFit, always talk about CrossFit.
Mate, I love it. Yeah, look, it's
how's
you've
the
got to
body
do it
going,
at
brother?
5:30. Mate, it beats you up a bit.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
It's
plumbing beats you up too.
Yeah, that's true.
So you've mate, it's great for your mobility and it's great for your strength, and mate, you need both of them when you're plumbing.
Yeah.
Like, your yoga probably helps you get in some pretty interesting positions.
Oh mate, I'm like getting into a ceiling, you got to be a contortionist at times. Like getting through those freaking trusses, mate. Especially when they interlock like that. And you're just like, now I'm just like, I think I might just say that visually restricted. Mate, favourite emoji?
Yep.
Oh, the okay.
Yeah, like that's just good. That's like perfect. So yeah.
Mine's the like that one.
This one's cool too. I like that one. Use that one. Yeah.
Mate, I am liking the emojis, mate. What do you like? What do you most love about plumbing?
The people.
Yep.
I like the culture you can grow in a
when you say people, is that people you deal with, or
mate, whether it be people from
staff
down the suppliers, whether it be the builders and the pesties on site, or whoever it may be. I just love that trade culture. At the moment, and plumbers obviously heavily involved in that. Plumbers are at the pretty much from the start of the job in the ground, and they're there till the death. So
finish off.
It's you get to see the whole job
Project come and go.
So you do meet a lot of people.
Fix you up here, mate. Just
no worries. So you meet a lot of people, So it's suppliers, other trades. It's great.
Best tip to a newcomer.
Look, I'm also in B&I with Wes, so it's. I wish I'd got onto something like that in those early days. Because there's
when
just
you first started.
Yeah, it's just like obviously there's a great referrals that come from it, but just the resource of knowledge and information that you get from it as well, and just like from talking to similar trades like yourself or just other people in the group as well. Would have been very helpful in those early days, I think. So if they can get into something like that or something similar, would be great.
Mate, I 100% agree, and actually, because we've tutors now in Sydney with Trusted, and mate, that's one of his first thing. He try and find B&I group, because obviously once you're in that little network, at least you get some referrals, right? So, absolutely, mate, I totally agree. Mate, what makes you happy?
My family. Yeah. The Broncos.
Oh, the Broncos, yes.
Mate, love all those. Love the girls.
The team today, the Queensland team.
Saw the team.
Darius didn't make it. And,
it's a time for a change.
He's only 30 though, so I thought maybe. I interviewed him last week.
I saw that.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. He kind of has it in the arm department too.
Oh, mate, it's interesting because and I'm not a big boy, but I'm not a small boy either. Yeah. But mate, he's just, he's 6 foot. He's just solid, man. But it's interesting on the field. He doesn't look that big, monsters, So it just tells you how big everybody else is, mate. If there's a song that you knew the lyrics to, what would it be?
A song.
Yeah.
I'd say it'd be a Beatles song.
Oh, really? Yeah, cool.
Oh, mate, parents.
Yellow Submarine.
Yeah, the parents are just anything from the Beatles or Cream, Hendrix, something like
Yeah,
that.
true.
Just
Nice.
from the upbringing, mate.
Yeah.
It's always blaring in the background at some stage in our
Yeah.
life, and it's just kind of moved on to us. So, mate, it's definitely in our catalogue.
Yeah,
so.
the Chili's was when I was a kid. I definitely, I could never do the full No, I could do the chorus. I just couldn't do that in between bit.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, yeah.
mate, we all know the chorus.
Yeah.
You know.
You'd have to get the beers out before we go.
Are you on Insta? I can't.
Yes.
Yeah, you are
Yeah,
on
we are,
Instagram.
yeah.
Mate, is there a
Fairly new
favourite?
to it, so.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, yeah.
Mate. It's,
In a
the
way.
thing with social media is you just got to keep doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or remembering to do it. Mate, is there a favourite Instagram account, or I don't know, do you follow someone at all, or if you don't, which is cool, is
Yep.
there someone that you look up to?
Mate, it's funny enough. I like your ones actually.
Oh, thanks,
mate.
mate. Yeah, cheers.
There's one there with the shining the boots, the 1%.
Oh yeah, the 1%ers. Yeah,
Gold.
that's what it's all about.
Yeah, but mate, just I like following other trades or people I work with,
Yep.
and obviously we definitely got a specific following with our work side of things. So
Yep.
the personal side, it's Well, it's funny. I find myself getting into my business Instagram account more so.
Yeah.
As such. So
Because it's a bit like I remember hearing when you have a website, it's like, imagine it's your shop front, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? But obviously, no one's in your house, but it is your shop front. And that's how I see it, like I guess, and why I sort of get right into it, because, and tip for you, like you are your business, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
not that we want everyone to think that it's just you or I, but it gives you a real idea of when people deal with you, what personalities they're dealing with, and that's how I like it. Because, mate, the beauty is, and this is, well, anyone watching this in a small business, like you can imagine a big company, they can't just have one person, right? Because
No.
obviously it's just difficult for them, and then there's no ownership and stuff like that. And yeah, they could just maybe post photos, but mate, people love connecting with people.
Yep.
People love connecting with the stories. So
Yeah, of course.
it's just, and that's the beauty, I think, Instagram and Facey and all that shit sort
Yeah,
of brings
exactly
back.
right, eh?
So,
And it can really, like you said, it's a personal level as well of
Yeah.
the company anyway. So
Yeah.
you're right.
you're getting better at it, mate. It's good.
Thanks, mate. Getting there.
Now, mate, you're a tradie.
Yep.
Tomato sauce in the fridge or out of the fridge? Or are you a barbecue man?
I'm a barbecue man,
Yeah.
depending on which application, of course. But I keep it in the cupboard.
Yeah,
Mate,
okay, you're a cupboard man, yeah.
It's all about flow rate, It's
Yeah.
a bit colder, just got to let it roll, let it flow. And it's the same with your honey, That's why you keep your honey in the cupboard. You don't want to.
I keep the honey in the cupboard.
Squeeze
I don't keep it in the fridge there. So actually,
mate, it's definitely. It just ends up in the cupboard for some reason,
Mate, mangoes or oranges?
Oof, that's tough. Mate, mango.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, me
Mangoes.
too. Darius is a mango man.
Yeah.
Mate, and two more questions. What are you most proud of?
What am I proud of? Business or?
Yeah. Mate, both. Give stuff. Yep.
Okay. Business just to be where we are, mate.
Yep.
Just
Yeah,
to,
well
like you
done.
said, 10 years. That's like we sat back a few weeks ago. Shit.
Yeah.
10 years. It's pretty cool. And personal side, mate, is just proud to have a beautiful family.
Yeah, and
It's
they are
I never
beautiful,
thought I'd
healthy.
be that kind of person,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's like just have a fantastic wife that's kind of put things on hold for us to enable us to have a family.
Yeah.
She's put her life on hold a
Yeah,
little bit, so I'm
nice,
just proud of that little scenario we have at the moment and moving
Mate,
forward.
there's tears happening outside of this camera. Mate, and just what's success to you, brother? It doesn't have to be business-wise, but what do you deem success?
Just happiness, mate.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
Feeling good within yourself.
Yeah.
And the
Well
people
said.
around you.
yeah.
If you can feel happy and that you'll wake up happy and you make other people happy
Yeah.
around you, then that's success for me.
Mate, it's such a good way to finish because, mate, success is your internal happiness, brother.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, like it does help when your business is doing well and all that kind of stuff. But even when it's not doing well, to be able to just sort of either turn inwards and go, right, things aren't working, but you know what? I'm still feeling good about myself.
Yeah.
I still want to get out there and push myself.
Yeah.
Mate, I've
It's such a good
100%
motivator,
agree,
as well. So,
Now, mate, where can people find you?
mate, our website is actually in construction at the moment.
Yes,
So
I noticed that.
that green hat. So thank you. And mate, like I said, Instagram.
Yep.
Email it's info@lpwsolutions.com.au.
Yep.
Phone
Phone number?
Phone number 0431 749 939.
Nice. And I'll tag all of this so you guys. But
Yeah.
mate, brother,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
No, thank you.
We're killing two birds with one stone here by doing a dance card.
Yep, that's right.
But mate, honestly, from my heart, I've loved everything since you joined the group. He actually answered a little post I put on Facebook, and mate, it's been an absolute pleasure getting to know you either more. But man, your business, because I've dealt with you on multiple levels, is awesome, mate. So just keep going with what you're doing, brother, and mate, we love it.
Thanks for having us.
If you're watching, please like, share, spread around. Brisbane's best. If you'd like to get interviewed by the #1 trades interviewer in Brisbane, that's me. Please, choose us. But listen, use the local businesses, locals you can trust.
Trusted trades.
Trusted trades, trusted business.